It's a good deal. I feel.
It's damn, nigga. I was about to say. I wanted to say it's raining right before you start fucking recording.
All right. Well, we edited that out. We catch it early.
Yeah, you gotta cut that.
So, I know. Yeah, I'll edit it. I'll make it sexy.
So y'all heard about this Hennessy Marie issue that's happening?
Hennessy Marie? Who the hell is Hennessy Marie?
So some transsexual woman in Miami that's exposing motherfuckers left and right.
Oh yeah. I saw that. It was on what was it Hollywood Unlocked or some shit like that.
I know.
So woman. What they identify as? She identifies as a woman.
She identifies as a woman.
All right, I want to get her pronouns right as I speak about her. Who she got, yo? Who she got?
I don't know. Just go on Twitter.
See, that's the thing, though. I can't really get with that because you can't identify one way and then be trying to expose people where it's just like, all right, so are you a liar or are you not a liar? You know what I mean? Like, either you are or you're not. Because you know what I mean? Because if you're not, because essentially by trying to expose people, you're just saying you're not. You're just out here just in cosplay. And you know what I mean? If you're gonna be in cosplay, then just say you in cosplay, but you can't.
You know what's crazy, bro? All right, so that's the issue that I had with season 2, or was it season 3 of The Chi, because there was the boy on there who was dating the trans John. So he was dating a man who became a woman, and that was his wife. And they was in a gay club because that's where his wife liked hanging out. And some boy approached him and was like, "Yo, what's up? How you giving it up?" And he was like, "Yo, I ain't even like that, bro. I'm not. I ain't shit like that." And then his wife approached him and was just like, "Listen, man, these are my people, bro. I'm comfortable around your people. You're gonna have to learn how to be comfortable around my people." And he was like, you know, whatever. He looked her dead in her face and was like, "Yo, you a woman now. Like, I don't see none of that other shit before." So with that said, I think they gotta be they're asking. I don't know what the niggas want, but niggas want to be acknowledged for who they are, at least in this circumstance. It seems like Hennessy Marie definitely recognizes, hey, listen, I'm a trans woman who used to be a man, right? I don't think niggas is capping out here, bro.
Well, the problem with this Hennessy Marie is the fact that she's exposing quote unquote hetero males, and I mean, these circumstances, these hetero males, were they knowledgeable at the time, or is she out here trapping motherfuckers? Pulling out the soggy flashlight on the lake. It sounds like she's trapping.
She's trapping.
But I mean, this is something I heard from. I was listening to a pod, right, and DJ Academics was the guest, and he brought this Hennessy Marie up. And I was like, all right, let me Google this situation.
This is probably his new artist he just signed and shit. He's trying to get clout for her.
Yo, he's trying to get triple clout.
Yeah.
Check it.
Look, check this out. The hashtag says surviving Hennessy.
Surviving Hennessy.
Hashtag surviving Hennessy.
Surviving Hennessy.
She might be packing out here, bro.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
She might be packing out here, bro. She got that heat. She got the Magnum John, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
Running up on niggas with the Desi.
Yo,
with the Desert Eagle.
Desi, dog. Double barrel, you know what I mean? Double barrel shotty.
Man.
Henny with the double barrel, dog.
That shit
man.
not sawed off, nigga.
Not sawed. Oh man. Sheesh.
Oh shit. We was talking
I'm confused because I'm watching. I'm going through Twitter. Hennessy Marie exposes. And I just see fight videos, women fight videos. I'm not really getting any information out of this, but clearly this stuff is also this trend has been a month old. So
it's about time for her video to drop soon.
I mean, but there was a couple of them around. I mean, you had Hennessy Marie. What was it? A Star or something? Sydney Star
Star's still out here.
Yeah, Sydney Star was out there. Yeah, so
Sydney Star's still out here.
So I know that was one thing too. So
Sydney Star was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, wasn't she?
Wow. Yeah, I just pulled up their Insta. We're gonna just be mutual because I'm not gonna be out here address misgender meats and do-rags out here. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you can't get you. Yeah, I'm trying to be careful. I'm trying to be careful.
Jeez, nah, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I probably get trapped like that by this. This motherfucker look tall. I mean, not to say that like I'm a tall nigga, but this motherfucker look a little taller and buffer than me. So
Strong,
Oh, Henny? You
strong
talking about Henny?
face.
yeah, Henny,
Hennessy, just as strong as the spirit. Hennessy,
yeah.
Jones strong.
Hennessy looked like a effeminate version of my nephew. So not my real nephew, but this one boy. Do you ever see the boy that be on TikTok and Instagram? He be like in Target getting shorties to like hold the phone while he's like, you know what I mean, doing dumb shit, trying to act cute and shit. So
Nah, I can't, man. You know I'll be on TikTok and fucking. Oh no, this nigga look fucking tough. This nigga look tough. Bruh, I cross the street if I seen this nigga walking down the street, bro.
Yo, why are you changing up the format? I thought y'all could go like live, right? On Twitch, right?
Yeah, just going live on Twitch with this is it's a little not quite as easy right now. So
the audio quality is better on the Zoomy?
Not necessarily. It's just
he just trying to do as little work as possible for his convenience, and I dig that. I understand it.
No, I mean, plus, man, like I've been goofing around on Stream Deck and shit like that, but it ain't where I want it to be. So I'm not gonna do it. So it's where I want it to be. You know what I mean, so it's a little easier for audio and shit like that. So I mean,
oh wait, is this her? Is this her?
Strong face, right? The strong face.
No, wait, no, chill.
I'm gonna share the screen real quick. Actually,
I'm about to do the same.
All right.
Well, I'm about to just send this boy this picture. That's what I'm about to do.
Yeah, you're about to get the live reaction shit.
Oh, nigga. Did you press play? Press play real. Oh no, it ain't the video I'm watching.
It's a 20-minute loop, but this motherfucker just
man, they trying to get you, bro.
Out here, Insta thought. They trolling. Why they got Alex Jones on this job? Yeah, they tripping, yo.
Yo, I'm dropping this joint in the sports joint just because y'all both in there, so to save me some steps.
Oh, this the one on the bottom? Yo, that's nah. Is that her? Nah, that can't be her on the bottom.
That ain't it.
I'm about to say that actually.
That shit look nice, right?
I mean, but that's how it is these days, man. You gotta be careful out here, man. You got
No, bro. Some boy sent me this. He ain't sent it to me. He showed me this joint, and it was a picture of him sitting like on the toilet while his chick was in the tub taking a bath. But it wasn't no nudity or nothing. But he was like, he had his phone and he had his chick picture on his phone, like, but it was like her all made up with the Instagram shit. And then he showed her, like her actual her. Nigga, I had to watch the video 3 times before I figured out what he was doing. But it was like night and day, bro. It was so fucking different. So yeah,
disrespectful. Man, this is your own woman, though. How you gonna do it to your own girl?
I mean, hey,
your own girl, yo.
So these niggas can get off her dick, bro. What
exactly.
You mean?
Exactly. It's like, yo, man, listen, dog.
Like, yo, you niggas need to see what I really come home with.
We're doing. You know what I mean?
Really want these problems?
Stop plotting, dog. Stop plotting, dog. It ain't all it's cracked out to be. You know what I mean? So, it's funny you said the whole thing about the tub. I thought he was like, man, my man homie in the bathroom. His girl's in the tub, and the next, I just saw the slam just float up over the water and shit like that, and then I knew my niggas. You know what I mean? But all right, let's see. Really? Nah, they play too much, dog. I just picked that John. I just opened his picture. Nah, I play too much, dog.
Nah, nigga, I don't know.
I play too much, dog. Nah, it's cool. That's why I'm staying my ass in the house, dog. I ain't speaking to nobody out here, man. How you doing, handsome? Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna just keep being rude at this point now.
I found one with both of y'all niggas in it because I'm using my computer. So anyway. All I know is,
I mean, I know Dwight. You say you would?
You interrupted me.
Okay.
You go ahead and finish what you were saying.
I was asking.
Go ahead. I'm just saying, just finish what you were saying.
Hey,
that's not that. Yo, no.
To each their own.
No way. That's not her. That can't be her.
Yo, see, I got you out here thinking, right? I got you out here thinking twice.
Exactly. No. Because we got that bull, the bull looking John. Oh my God, I don't know, man.
Hey, man, they do a lot of crazy things in the Dominican Republic and Brazil.
Yo, they
You
got
get it
they
popping.
got these LeBron Grinch versions coming out, dog.
Grinch bronze?
Just
Which bronze?
20s. The
No names,
LeBron
please. No names,
20s.
please. No name, please. But yeah, he said bronze 20s Grinches. That's actually pretty dope. Oh man. But all right, yeah.
Well, it's like
Well,
Christmassy stuff, yeah.
oh yeah, but well, all right. Before we get sidetracked, drum roll.
Wow.
Fuck my name, bro.
Fuck my name. Well, better yet, I'm Tretch,
And I'm Romeo.
and this is Tretch and Romeo News.
Podcast. Yeah. And
Which
we
is
got
still the Real Nigga Podcast too. So y'all niggas, just in case y'all niggas forgot. So
we got a special guest.
Yeah, we got a special guest, man.
We got
Deep Low.
in the
Deep Low.
building.
It's been a minute, man. Deep Low, man. Or Diep
Been a
Low,
while.
man. I know, it's been a while,
Been
man.
a long time.
Yeah, man. No glazing, yo. I missed you, yo.
You said no glazing.
Yeah, I missed him.
Well, you said no glazing. Is that
no glazing.
is that the new shit they say in these days? No glazing.
Yeah. She's just like, you don't be glazing, nigga.
Yo, tell me why Sunday, man. I was this close to going out and watching the Sixers play, and I chalked it, because like I was like, you know what? It's a Sunday. I just dropped a whole ton of bread on the new computer, and then next thing you know, our boy dropped almost 60 points.
You could have been in the building. You could have been in the building. Fucked around and made history.
Yeah, could have witnessed history.
Hey yo, Deplo, guess how much I spent on my World Series ticket, bitch?
How much you spent on your World Series ticket?
1040.
Ooh.
Well, I say that to say these experiences be priceless, my G. You should have did it. Do it next time.
We gotta talk afterwards, man, because we gotta sell some stuff too. You know what I mean? You heard?
Naximini, you heard?
Naximini. Man, at least you were at the game. At least you were at the game to be at, though. You were at the you were at the game. The game, because it's
funny. Game where we scored
points. Exactly. Because the other two games, man, I saw mad people like going into town and going to the games. Like, damn, bro, you came all the way out from the county just to get disappointed, man. So. But hey, it's still experience nonetheless. I mean, because it's quite a few other teams didn't make the World Series. So, I mean, shit, I was happy when niggas making the playoffs, making the World Series. You know what I mean? So, hey,
oh yeah, they got the Bryce Harper World Series jerseys on MLB Shop. Nigga, cop them for they sell out, nigga.
So, yeah, but it was cool though. But yeah, it's funny. It's funny, Deep. I was I thought about the same thing because I remember you were trying to get me to go to the game, but I was like, man, nah, fuck that. I gotta wake up too early. But I didn't realize I was trying to go to the Atlanta game actually because I saw how cheap tickets were earlier in the day. I saw tickets were like going for like I saw like even like first row Johnson going for like 40. So I went out.
No way, really?
Yeah, but I went out for a run. I came back an hour later. Them Jones like tripled up. So
you know how the market be, man.
Yeah, they tripled
keep
up.
An eye on them shit.
Yeah, them motherfuckers tripled up. I was just like, damn.
I was trying
and the thing is, front row 40. Like I never see that, bro.
Not front row, but bottom. I mean, it's like bottom corner. You know what I mean? Not the best view, but every seat in the house is a great view. So you know what I mean?
No, I wanted to get down. I wanted to get down low. I was looking at prices around like 150 and up. So I didn't know if you was willing to swing that, but I was like, you know what, man?
The box
it's been a while since I've been in a Sixers game.
The box seats around the 50s, and I think the 15s, right around the middle of the court.
Box seats are dope too. Box seats are underrated.
Yeah, hell yeah, I love the box seats, bro. I prefer the box seats.
Oh, they're comfortable. Yeah.
Unless you're gonna be right there on the floor where you get to see niggas and like damn near touch niggas, box seats kind of better because you can't see the action on the floor as well from the floor.
Yeah, the box seat's cool. I mean, you got the bar in there with you. You can get food in there and shit like that. So sorry, I'm talking about Club Box. But honestly, ever since I went to that one game with you, that's all I've really been doing, quite honestly. And it's funny, man, because in the game time app, man, you can find a nice ass deal on some fucking Club Box seats too. So
hell yeah.
So
well, I mean, we'll figure it out. I wanna go ahead and try to schedule a time where where all of us could just go to a game or something like that. Unfortunately, it's going to probably fall on the weekends.
Yeah, so it won't be all of us.
I mean,
But I dig it.
we could probably find one. I mean, it'd probably be a decent weekday game. I mean, because I mean, honestly, the ones that go to usually the games worth going to a lot of times end up being on like Tuesday, Wednesday anyway. So I mean, it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, we just gotta we just gotta put it together. I mean, a lot of time the games typically start 7:30. So if we can catch it on a week to where I mean, I get off a little later. I mean, then niggas get off. I mean, it could work. It could work. If anything, niggas would take. I don't mind. I have no problem taking the day off after a Sixers game. So that's always the way to do it, anyway. So
Speaking of organizing, Trutch, when's your next party, nigga? I get drunk.
Oh, nigga, next month, man. 17th. So
17th.
17th.
You
Yeah.
You better shoot a invite to everyone then.
Yeah, I mean, I put the soft invite in the group chat. You know what I mean? That's why I've been, I mean, niggas been posting food.
Yo, man, you can't pressure the host, man. Like, you know how hard it is to host.
But fellas been pining for this show for like a group get together for a long time. So
you just gotta put the word out there. You gotta ask my nigga Trash, be like, yo, Trash. I'm saying,
yeah,
do it.
I mean, niggas been complaining. I mean, nigga post food.
Because at this point, Tretch like step pop out here. Everybody go to Tretch crib. You know what I'm
saying? I know. I mean, like, no, I always ask Tretch. Like, is it cool? Is it cool you can host? I always put.
I bring the meat. I put the meat up. I know how you be.
Nah, I need to holler at Pizzle for some meat. Pause.
Damn, that was like a whole entendre right there.
Exactly.
Pizzle got the pizzles on deck.
Yeah, we play Atlanta again.
Yeah, we had a couple games.
We play Atlanta 3 times this month.
Yo, we not gonna seed over them this season.
We actually played them in the last the final stretch. Actually, I was looking at our games like the last 7-8 games of the season. That final stretch of games is kind of crazy. Actually, we got a lot of it's like those games. Like we played the Bucks, played the Bulls twice. We played the last game is actually against Brooklyn. That's actually in Brooklyn though.
December is a pretty fun slate. We got a nice little homestand. We got the Lakers. We got the bitch ass Hornets. The Kings I want to watch, and the Warriors on the 16th on Friday. So that's prime time right there. Monday, yeah. So December's looking pretty dope. And then you got in January you got the Pels, but no, I digress. Damn, Wednesday night. Damn, I'm gonna be away. I want to watch Bum Simmons play against the freaking Sixers, but no, I think he's gonna be hurt.
Oh, bro, yeah, man, you gonna be out, and what I mean, you're gonna be chilling with some Osaka boppers, man. So
boppers,
you know what I mean?
The Nippon.
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 You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Hey man, y'all not saying no racist shit, are y'all? Y'all ain't trying to get canceled out here.
No, unless you
it's
say
gonna be fucking Kanye, Kyrie, and Romeo.
No, unless you post some like Tojo epitaphs or something like that. Whoever the fuck the general was, but nah, man.
We're blending urban with vernacular with Japanese locations and stuff like that, man. So you know what I mean.
All right, I'm just trying to be careful, man.
Yeah,
I don't want to get nobody caught up out here, bro.
I mean, we already caught up enough calling Deep Low Main, but hey, listen.
He did that to himself.
Listen, bro, you got the,
you know what I mean? His mama called him Deep Low, I'm gonna call him Deep Low.
Listen, dog, ain't my fault that his grandpa gave him a big wonton, you know what I mean? That's on him, you know what I mean? So, hey, he got it on him, you know what I mean?
This nigga, man.
Listen, hey, it can't get no more sus than we started off. So you know what I mean. So like, it can't.
That's very true.
What you talking about?
Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going.
Listen. All right, so listen. I wanted to talk about the crack epidemic.
Crack epidemic. What?
Who taught these niggas how to cook crack? Deep Low.
Well, we the 90s?
Who the fuck who taught these niggas how to cook crack? Who said, hey, listen, you'll stretch your profit a whole lot if you cook this cocaine up, turn it into rock form, then teach these niggas how to smoke it.
You talking about the idea of the crack epidemic? Or are you talking about currently we're going through a crack epidemic right
now? I'm asking you specifically, who taught these do-rags how to cook crack?
them do-rags are ingenious and ingenuitive off the rip anyway.
I know we kings.
So
We
It was.
kings.
I saw this in an episode of Snowfall. It was actually RZA actually taught motherfuckers how to cook. You know what I mean? How to cook crack.
Really? The RZA?
The RZA.
Where he watched? He learned it on anime or something?
Nah, I mean, well, essentially he taught Franklin. Franklin was kicking it in Oakland.
Who the fuck is Franklin? You talking about Franklin from GTA?
Nah, Franklin from Snowfall. Because we all know Snowfall is the true story. So.
Oh, it is.
Nah, it's loosely based.
I never seen Snowfall.
Yeah, Snowfall is like it's a loosely based dramatization of like how the CIA was buying cocaine from the Colombians to sell to distributors in the U.S. to get money to buy weapons from the Israelis to supply the militants in you know what I mean in Central America with weapons to fight, you know what I mean, and shit like that. You know what I mean? So essentially, like, you know, it shows that politics and everything have going on there, but then it actually shows how motherfuckers started making crack because essentially,
so RZA was on some shit like, yo, I just came off tour. Let me put you on. Let me show you some shit.
Pretty much, because Franklin.
Let me show you some shit. Get you to the square.
Well, pretty much what happened was Franklin, he was actually kicking it out in Oakland because they had some deals to make, and then what happened was he had his whole pack with him, and he saw, like, you know, he was.
What do you got? What do you got? The whole pack?
Yeah, because I mean, they were trying to get some money. Yeah, they were trying to get some money. I mean, essentially, the boy gave him 10 keys, and he was like, "Listen, sell it all by next week, or I'm gonna kill you." So he's like, "All right, I gotta knock this shit off." So he's like, "All right, we're gonna take this trip to Oakland."
Hey, yo, spoiler alerts.
I mean.
It was the 90s, right? It already happened. Go ahead.
But so essentially he went to Oakland, and then like somehow he was in a party. He left the party and was like kicking it in like some abandoned building. He just saw this one girl smoking some shit. And she was like, "Yo, where you get that shit from? Because you look like you on heaven on cloud 9 right now." So she was like, "Yeah, I got this from this kid." So she you know what I mean? She walked into the ball, and he was like, "Yo, what you got?" And he's like, "Man, I got that shit." He was like, "All right, well, cool. I'm gonna buy your whole pack out and take me to your boss." And he like, "What?" Listen, I'm buy your whole pack out. I'll buy your man's out too. I need to actually see how you make this shit. So essentially, you know what I mean? This nigga actually pulled up and Rizzo's like, "Yo, what you doing?" And he's like, "Listen, man, I see what you doing. You need to show me how you doing, man." You know
this was Rizzo's character.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Nah, Rizzo was 5 when this happened, so I ain't gonna put that on him. But
you gotta put some historical context to it, man. And like, everyone listening, like this is all really factual.
Because I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, damn, did he sue these niggas after this came out? Like, this nigga, that's slander, man.
Hey, listen, dog, my man was making crack 4 ways, man. So, but
damn.
So then, he gave him the method, and then he went and took that shit down. You know what I mean? And then next, you know, they had the whole LA South Side, South Central's popping, and then Murder She Wrote.
Oh wow,
Murder She Wrote. So
okay,
yeah. So
all right, well, that's crack for you.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to move on to syphilis?
Syphilis.
So I was talking to this nigga earlier about the Tuskegee shit, right? Because I was trying to prove to him, and he wasn't even fucking opposing me. He just kept asking the open-ended questions, so I would talk more, which is fucking annoying. But this nigga, I was trying to tell this nigga that America.
I like to hear you talk, boss.
That's not even gay. So I like to hear it. Shut up.
It sound pause, bro. Sound pause.
All right. No, all right. Yeah, word. No sage. So I was just basically trying to tell this nigga that America is against black people. I was like basically saying like, yo, niggas want us to still be slaves. And I was trying to, it was this way, that way, and that way. And that was it. It wasn't no big grand scheme or nothing. And he know that shit, but he just want to make me fucking prove it.
I mean, I didn't want to make you prove anything. I mean, my thing is, the argument I was making is that I feel like that was last century's agenda. I feel like it's a different agenda right now, and I feel like trying to fight.
What you mean? Niggas are still in jail and broke, and killing niggas in gangs and doing drugs.
Yeah, but
hating themselves and hating they women.
It's worse now. Like, you got young kids like shooting each other up, just killing each other, and then next thing you know, like I'm scrolling through Instagram, and you got these victims, like there's like victim there's like killing porn, murder porn out there, murder posts out there, and this is evolving into like Reddit posts of like of recording like the victims who are prominent gang members, and these quote unquote random murders are actually hit jobs from different gangs. I'm like, what? So I think, and it's just evolving into this craziness now. That now we're getting more detail than we need to about, like, the killings that's going on around here.
It's entertainment. It's TV now. Like it's really like, oh shit,
nah, like
that shit get views.
It's
Like,
really reality TV right now. You know what I mean?
yeah, that
Like,
shit
I mean,
get views, nigga.
I forgot what the Reddit post was. I mean, like, I mean, these guys, they go by these nicknames. I'm like, yo, this is pretty raw, man. But yeah, I mean, it goes from like, all right, let me follow this page because it's giving me the going ons about certain activities and killings. I'm like, wow, this is crazy, man. The time in the day and age we live in. But
That's the fucking feeling that I get when I watch the Chicago shit. Like it'd be like, oh shit, this nigga got a video. Oh shit, niggas is mad about the video. Why they mad? Oh, because he was saying a bunch of shit about their dead homies. Oh shit, 2 weeks later, this nigga dead. Oh, who killed him? Oh, the niggas in his comments. Now they dropped a video about his dead ass. Oh, now somebody killed them. And then 4 years go by and you watch like 20 people die over the same nigga, over the same video, over the same block. And it'd be like, damn, that's really how that shit played out. Like this whole time, I've been so entertained by it. But everybody dead behind this shit now. And there's one nigga who can't walk, who got a fucking twitch in his face and a limp, and who like he's still telling the story, and they letting him live because he's fucking harmless.
all for what?
Clout,
I mean,
nigga, clout.
clout. You know what I mean? So like,
Mad niggas in your IG comment.
yeah, I mean, and
telling
it's
you the Grim Reaper and you scary and shit.
and then remember yesterday we were talking like, we were talking about like, niggas saying like, nah, man, it's the principle. You know what I mean? And I was
Yeah.
wondering, we asked a question yesterday of like, yo, how much the principle costs? How much is clout worth, man? How much is it really worth, man? Is it?
Well, I mean,
about $10,000 and about 100,000 followers.
no. So do you think? Nah, I think it's worth way more than that. Do you think that Young Thug is ever going to get out of jail and be a free man again, or do you think that his ass is done for? That's the question.
Who's Young Thug?
I mean, I think
Jeffrey.
yeah, I think that's up to Young Thug. It depends on how much.
Wayne, I'll send you a link.
Depending on how much you want to say.
Because when y'all talk about these, like I only bring up like topics that I see on my way, and then anything that you bring up, man, y'all gotta remember, y'all gotta black explain. You know what I mean? Because I'm behind that bulletproof glass, surrounded by homemade iced teas and a firing wok, deep frying fried chicken wings. You know what I mean?
So,
So
jury, let that be the first exhibit. We didn't say that.
Y'all didn't say that. Y'all didn't say that.
We didn't say that.
Trish and Romeo's for the people, all colors. All
That's my
colors.
nigga. That's my nigga straight up. That's my nigga straight up admitting that, yo, this shit don't affect me like it affecting y'all. Like this shit don't come find me like it come find y'all.
Yeah, I mean, so it's you know what I mean? No API hate, but yeah, seriously. Nah, but
yeah, Deep Law sent the John through. Basically, is just this nigga.
Yeah,
he's a rapper.
Is he an Atlanta rapper?
Yeah. So essentially, so anybody associated with this group of rappers and friends
anybody
and network
on
and shit
label.
like that, yeah, anybody on the label, anybody associated with the label, having done business with the label, like had to, you know what I mean, has taken an L shit.
So if you notice that, I think these Atlanta rappers are getting hit hard because they rap they rap about how they lead, they rap about their lives, and Atlanta probably had low key become like a modern day, like the rap Wakanda, so to speak.
Yeah, that's just the rappers. That shit's instead of going to LA now, niggas go to Atlanta. Niggas pop off in Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean,
going to New York, niggas go to Atlanta.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. I mean, there is that Wakanda element of Atlanta, but then Atlanta is, I mean, it's some real shit going on down there too, though. So, well, I don't want to use real because real actually gives a lot more validity than.
No, most of the, and then what's crazy is a lot of the
So-
Chicago niggas, a lot of like young King Von got killed in Atlanta, right? Like a lot of the Chicago niggas leave Chicago, go straight to Atlanta, and then
but then that shit
live in
follows them
Atlanta.
down there. So
There's a bunch of them niggas is in Atlanta already.
yeah. And then the issue is Atlanta already got their own shit going on. So when niggas come from out of town with their own shit, you know what I mean? So then you bring in Chicago shit to Atlanta. So next thing you know, you got a fucking, you know what I mean, intra-city beef between niggas and shit like that on some dumb
Mixing
shit.
Chicago with Atlanta is like freaking just adding gasoline to a bonfire, you know? I mean, just violence and clout and who's what and what's and yeah,
Bang,
And
it's
then
sad.
and
banging,
I asked the question, man, for who for what, man? For who for what, man? Why?
gang banging.
You know what I mean? What gains a man to get all the clout but to lose his life, let alone his soul, you know what I mean?
So that's what I'm saying. So the nigga asked me how much it was worth, and I'm basically saying like, well, if Jeffrey's coming home, then it's worth millions. It's worth changing the lives of everybody around you. It's worth getting your niggas out of the streets and out of the hood. It's worth a lot. You could find a way to finesse talking this shit out of getting you doing it anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you got to go to jail every time and you're gonna get caught up every fucking time, then shit, who knows? Biggie's dead. I was trying to think of no, I didn't mean to say it like that, but I was trying to think of an example. I'm trying to think of like people who talk gangster shit and they cool now, like they fine. Ice Cube, he fine. Ice Cube fine.
Yeah, but I mean, but Ice Cube was never really.
Ice Cube
I
was
mean,
a pimp.
nah, that's Ice T. Ice T. Don't get it twisted,
Oh.
baby. Don't get it twisted, baby. Don't get it twisted, baby.
Yeah, you got your lemonade all fucked up.
Don't disrespect the dime, man. Don't
Yeah,
disrespect.
for real. Ice T, the light skinned one from Law and Order.
You know what I mean? Light skin Lannister out
Ice
here,
Cube
dog.
is
You know what I mean?
Friday and fucking all them family movies and shit.
You know what's crazy about Ice T though, man? How he reinvented himself. Like he low key though, like probably his early days in Law and Order, he was probably pimping them castmates. That had been the
No,
case, man. Once a pimp,
I
always
don't.
a pimp.
No,
He's
He's
the
still
only
a pimp.
nigga. Yeah, that's the thing. He the only
He never changed
that
anything.
nigga never changed. He the only
He
nigga to
just
reinvent himself without changing at all. Like
yeah, no, he still go to all of the players' balls. Like he still show up to all that shit. He's
nigga
still a
just switch
gangster,
careers.
bro. He's still a gangster. He's still like he just an actor now. He just getting actor money. That's all. Like I don't think nothing changed.
Ain't shit changed, but the hairdo. You know what I mean? My nigga went from the slip back, got the low cut with this. You know what I mean? He was actually just on Saturday Night Live too. They tried to cancel. They tried to come for that nigga because he was part of the skit, just for doing a skit with fucking Dave Chappelle. Niggas was after him. I'm like, damn, that's wild. But
Dave, man.
well, we will say that for the next beat because we got the re up in like about 5 minutes. But I
Yeah,
mean,
I see the
but
timer. I see the
yeah,
timer.
but
Well, black
nah, but
people,
just yeah, but just to finish this point, um,
violence.
yeah, well, violence and the shit, and essentially, like we had a discussion before about how you know what I mean, like I felt like you were saying that they were whatever.
Proliferating.
There we go. Because I drank too much iced tea here, but they're proliferating hip hop music that actually do more damage to the culture, which I think is
Leo confirmed that in the Charlemagne interview, my nigga. Or
I
should I
mean
say he all but confirmed that?
all but confirmed it. I mean, but I mean, I guess it could be part intentional, but part I don't know, part how do I say it, predatory. I mean, you know, like the term culture vulture that actually referred to him. You know what I mean? Like,
Precisely.
you know what I mean? Like Dame has been calling him that for a minute. You know what I mean? So he's like the, not to say he's like the original culture vulture, but essentially like he's the most I don't know. He's the most visible of them all and shit like that. You know what I mean? Starting 300. That shit. Thug was signed to him at first, actually, right? 300 and shit like that. I
He
think
never
all.
wasn't not. He never wasn't not. The whole time he was on that interview, he was explaining on Young Thug's behalf how Young Thug was never signed to Birdman.
I
And
mean,
he was only ever signed to 300.
Yeah, I think they had a collab deal. I think with Birdman. Like
No, it was Rich.
it
It
was
was Rich
Rich
Homie
Gang. Yeah,
Quan. It was Rich Gang. Yeah,
yeah,
it
Rich
was
Gang.
all
So
them
so
niggas.
it's him, Rich Homie Quan, and Birdman,
Yeah,
and then
that was they had a deal with Rich Gang.
and then he drew because when fucking Birdman fucking held back the Carter Five, and then this nigga went out and he was like, yeah, man, I'm dropping the Barter Six. Even though
He
Barter
did.
Six was fire, Barter Six was fire,
He did
but
drop it.
that
That
was
shit was. Yeah.
that was disrespectful. But you know what I mean?
Well, he said Wayne shook his hand with a limp grip first time he met him, so he didn't respect him since then. He said he never shake his hand ever after that. And you
Damn,
know, some niggas got shot and killed and went to jail over that shit too.
yeah, because niggas try to
Niggas shot up his tour bus.
yeah, exactly. Niggas allegedly try to kill Wayne.
Niggas tried to kill Wayne.
So, man, I mean, all that to say, man. Well, belaboring the point, niggas can do better, but if niggas ain't gonna do better, niggas gonna get caught up, and that's just is
Yeah, I
what it
feel like
is. You
we
know what I
selling
mean?
our soul, right? Like you could sell your soul in a sense where like you could just compromise yourself and everything that you stand for like something, some type of gain, like whether it be like for yourself or other people, monetary or otherwise. But then like
But that's the
when
thing.
you
All right, yeah, but the
but
thing,
but
do you
when you
think these
doing
niggas?
that shit for other motherfuckers, or you doing that shit in a way that you can't recreate that same magic over and over no more because you know you actually like running out of it because you're dying, you know, shit like that. Yeah, now niggas is actually selling their soul. Niggas is really trading their soul. Niggas is really doing the wrong.
I
Like,
mean, growing up in high school was this ever this bad? I mean, I know, like,
It it
at
it,
one
it, it
point, like,
was it,
it's
it
no,
was it
what it
was it
is, it
was it it,
was. But
it, it
listen,
was it was.
in our city, at our time, when we was where we was, the information age wasn't what it is, and we wasn't hyper aware of what was going on in the streets of this city and that city, and in the high schools of this city and that city. Nigga, we was just listening to the top of the top, the mainstream. You know, I mean, even though we was on our mixtape shit, and even though we was digging deep, we was still only getting like the byproduct or the remnants of what that gang culture really looked like. Niggas wasn't out here seeing it on display like fully, but like,
I mean, I could say I did because I mean, shit.
yeah,
Well,
you was in these streets, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Your
I
shit
mean,
was a little different. You had big cousins.
I
You
wasn't
had big cousins.
I wasn't in there, but I was definitely a bystander. I was definitely shit. Well, either way,
I
I knew it
wasn't.
was going down,
I
and
wasn't out there, bro.
I knew how real shit could get, and
I
I've
tell
seen
niggas
shit
every day.
get too real. You know what I mean? And
that's crazy. Yeah, that's
it,
very crazy. Low key, you was in the thick of it at some points in your life, in high
Well,
school.
He really was.
nigga, why you think I thank God I had friends like y'all niggas? Because I was like,
Well,
yo, I ain't trying to get caught up out here.
for real, man.
I mean, like, no, that's real talk, bro. Because it was, no, I mean, shit got thick, man, a couple times, man. There's a couple of niggas, man,
Yeah.
that I see these days, and I'm happy to see them, man, because I'm like, shit, bro,
Yeah, you
man.
could. I could not be seeing you right now, man.
So you know what I mean. So that's
Mhm.
but
Like,
that's that.
You know what? Like, I mean, I guess we're just showing my age, but even though I'm not a big hip hop head, I felt like the early alts. I think that was the apex of hip hop, in my opinion. It wasn't on. It wasn't. I mean, you have the cabal kind of entering in, trying, and it slowly is becoming mainstream. But at the end of the day, the product that's coming out was pure. And the artists were like triple platinum, top
you
quality. I
talking about
mean,
Nelly? You talking about Nelly and Ja Rule and them niggas?
no, I'm talking about no Lil Wayne.
Hey folks, once again, thanks for listening. Sorry for the hard pause, but you know the drill. Make sure you like and subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, or wherever you watch these videos, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Podcasts. I don't know, man. They got all this new shit out here these days, man. But make sure you hit us up on our socials, give us some feedback in the email, yada, yada, yada. You know the drill. Let's get back into this podcast.
Oh,
Tretch and Romeo.
Don't give up on that. Don't give up,
nah.
please.
Yo, Deep somebody jumped off the building the other day though, for real, for real.
Ooh, you're
Wait, your
building
neck of the
at your
woods?
job?
Yeah. I ain't tell you that shit.
Nah,
Trash.
bro, that's crazy. That's fucking wild.
I thought we spoke in detail about a lot of things. I thought that was one of them. But nah, yeah, bro. It's fucking. I came to work and niggas was like, "Yeah, boy, ended up jumping." I'm like, "What boy?" So it was some nigga at the bar that was getting drunk as fuck real fast, but I don't think that was him. No, some real shit. Now I think these niggas is capping about it that being the guy. But yeah, some nigga jumped off the John, and he landed right on Chestnut Street in front of the John. Damn, I'm drawing. You gotta get that out of there. But he landed right in front of this restaurant, like in the street and shit. And
What time?
it was around noon.
Eesh.
So the first thing I was thinking when I heard that shit was like, this motherfucker booked a room. He asked for a balcony. And then he went through with it. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he was doing and did it. And I was like, I kind of commended him for his like resolve and shit. But then I was like, you selfish motherfucker. Why would you do that shit in the fuck? Why would you want to land in the fucking street? Like, nigga, you drawing for that. You a selfish piece of shit for that, bro. So yeah. How y'all niggas feel?
I mean, it's. I never want to see anybody self-delete at all. I mean, especially that way. That shit is just like you said. It's fucked up because man, it's probably kids walking. Man, it's probably a fucking field trip. Little fucking kids walking down the street and shit and see that shit. You know what I mean?
Whole bus full of kids. Full of little kids.
So that is just shitty, man. So nah, that's just not good. I mean, it's unfortunate that homeboy came to that conclusion, man, but I don't know. I mean, I guess we do a disclaimer every episode, man. So listen, man, there's a hotline, folks. You got friends, you got family. If you're feeling depressed and you feel like you can't handle it, you can't take shit, nah, bro. There's always somebody you can talk to. And at the very least, you can reach out to niggas. And yeah, I mean, not necessarily saying we can solve your problem, but at least I mean we hook you up with resources and shit like that and give you our humble advice. You know what I mean?
So we usually give y'all a number and shit, but like this time I got something more for y'all. You can actually just text 988, bro. Just text 988. Somebody is on the other end listening, bro. They waiting for you. Like niggas will hear you. Niggas will help.
Yes.
Text 988.
Yeah, text 988. Saying SMS 988.
Okay.
Niggas is out here, bro.
All right, that's cool. Damn, that was actually. Yeah, that sucks though. So how did that actually like change the course of you guys' day at work? Did it just carry on like a regular day, or did that shit just kind of just?
I wasn't working that day, but no, it didn't change nobody's day. It was tape out front. Somebody online, there was videos posted. Somebody online said, "Why didn't employees clean up the blood or whatever?" Like, and I'm sitting here like, this niggas is just as mortified as your ass is at home, bitch.
I don't know. That's
because it was it landed in front of a restaurant, like outdoor seating kind of idea.
I mean, I don't think restaurant pays motherfuckers enough to actually fucking clean up fucking human remains.
First off, nigga, I've worked at many restaurants, and I know for a fact they don't. I know for a fact ain't nobody in that joint doing that, bro.
No.
Nobody in that joint like, damn, guess I'll do it. I mean, shit.
No,
on sidewalk.
At the very most, I may actually niggas could probably put something over to cover shit up, but nah, bro.
Nah, niggas ain't going nowhere near nothing.
Yeah,
bro.
dog, I don't even want to see that.
Nigga, we closed, nigga. I'm going home. Nigga, I need some fucking sick pay now. I'm traumatized. I need to text 988.
It's about to be an FMLA right here, just because this niggas got to call a therapist and shit like that.
On some real shit though, like the realest of the real. Like if I ever thought about like like that self delete, that shit. If I've ever thought about that shit, I've always thought shortly after that, no, I can't have nobody find me like that. That shit drawing. Imagine what that would do to anybody. Anybody. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if it was my landlord. I don't give a fuck. It was, like, first off, my cat's gonna eat me after a little bit of time. You know what I'm saying? So that shit gonna get ugly. But like, I don't care if it's just like the cable guy or like the fucking the people who kick in the door to come make sure your shit clean so it could get auctioned off. Whatever the case may be, whoever find me, dog, you want to subject somebody to that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? That's your all.
Low key, you heard about pets that that eats their dead owners when they found them, right?
Of course, my J. Come on, I know about all the mortifying shit or all the
Oh, you know what they do with the
Nasty
pets,
thing
though,
to
right?
do. What they put them down, right?
Yeah, they put them down. They off them because they got a little taste of it now. So
Of course, I mean, but my cats, though, they're not threatening nobody. It's not like they gonna
yeah,
become bloodthirsty savages and shit. Their eyes gonna turn red. They gonna learn how to walk upright.
Exactly. You never know. That may actually be the start of it. Niggas get a taste of blood. You know what I mean?
That's how we got COVID.
That's how we got
Yeah, that's how
Nah,
niggas
man.
how
Nah,
niggas invented COVID.
you heard about a Thai streamer getting like canceled for eating bat soup?
bat soup.
She was
No, why?
literally chewing. She was literally chomping down the bats on the head of a bat.
What's wrong with that though?
Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, if you want to eat bat, you eat bat. I mean, niggas eat dog. I mean, it's,
Yeah, well,
it, ain't nothing. Ain't nothing
No,
more
I mean
un-American.
bats are parasites though, so I know that there's a little bit of stigma
Oh
to
no,
that.
bats are
But
not parasites.
They're not
They're
parasites. They're
beneficial.
rodents. They're rodents. They're rodents.
They're beneficial. They keep the insect population down, and they actually and some bats
don't
actually pollinate other plants. They're very beneficial.
isn't vampirism parasitic behavior?
No, you're talking about a
Specific
breed
ass
of bat.
vampire bat. I know. All of them don't do that. Like certain bats that just eat fruit flies. I dig that. I understand that. Certain bats just eat
Most
fruits.
bats eat fruit and insects.
Right. I got you. But like, isn't sucking blood parasitic though?
Not necessarily. Nah, parasites typically live inside the host. So
No,
I mean,
parasitic. No, off the host too.
Yeah,
So,
I'm thinking about them little.
they-
I'm thinking about them little fish on the whales and shit.
that's the thing. So like,
Those are that's not necessarily parasitic unless you're talking about lampreys.
Sorry, talking about what?
Where they actually like chew on the scale of the fish. Lampreys. They chew on the scale of the fish. Got to get that sharp teeth, and they just suck the blood off them, and also hit you right. And you got fish that like
Right.
like
hits you
mosquitoes,
right.
mosquitoes, ticks, and shit like that. So yeah, then you
Like,
have
they
like what was
Like them
still eat
birds
off the
that be on the
host.
hippos.
Birds on the hook.
Yeah.
No, that's symbiotic because those birds are eating the ticks and stuff like that. Or maybe I'm thinking of
That's not
rhinoceros.
parasitic. You're right.
no,
You're
no,
right.
it's not
That's
like that.
symbiotic.
It's like that because even with the whales, like they have like the some fish like that. You know what I mean? Whales eat shit. You got the fish that actually like clean their teeth and eat the shit in between their teeth and shit like that. So you know what I mean? You got some of that. But I thought parasites are things that typically like live in or on the host and shit like that, as opposed to just you know what I mean, grabbing what they need and just dipping out. You know what I mean?
The parasites are essentially that thrives on or in the host, that depends on the host and feeds off the host, that also causes detrimental harm to the host. So in the sense, like if a bat hits a ride on my back and bites a hole in me, and then starts drinking my blood, and I can't get it off me, and it's like relatively living there rent free. That's parasitic.
Nah, nigga, nigga. You
Mhm.
that's a fucking predator, nigga. You was prey at that moment.
For real. He's just going slow.
Exactly.
Going real slow.
That's a fucking predator, dog. That nigga about to transform on your ass, shit like that.
Yeah, I was watching. So I mean, like I also my I've had an interesting conversation with my other friend. How I asked him why you cancel Facebook, and he's like, I'm legit like addicted. It's like I looked at him like, no, that can't be it. And then he'd be telling me like, listen, man, like I post looking for like thriving off responses, looking forward to responses and people's comments and reactions. And it's like,
do he got clout like that? Like he be getting like 50
he don't have clout. He just doesn't have clout like that. But I never saw that side of him. I didn't know that.
Did you look at his posts? Like, what do his Facebook? Is it popping?
No, it's very benign. It just I mean, like he utilizes the Facebook app to a T of what Facebook is. Just updates life activities and.
So he don't got no personal interactions that could trump that Facebook bullshit.
Probably.
He works in nonprofit. He works in nonprofit. So
yeah.
What does that mean? That don't mean shit to me.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I mean,
don't tell me nothing about his social life.
He leads an he has an altruistic job, and he serves the community and stuff like that. But it's so weird that he cut he excised Facebook out of his life because he feels that was addicting and it controlled his life.
I mean, that could be true though. I mean, because you got a lot of people that are addicted to just checking shit on social media, reading. Some people actually look forward to the validation of just likes and responses and shit like that. You know what I mean?
My brother-in-law is addicted to Facebook,
Yeah.
addicted, and then that also got him into the doghouse from my brother, because man, he'd be posting photos of him and my brother together, and my brother don't want him. He don't want any of his stuff out there on social media. Like
He old school.
he don't want his face. He don't want anyone.
He old school. I'm the same way. My mother is the same way. My mother was like, "What? Facebook? Why the fuck would I do that? I'm an adult."
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, my brother, he probably utilized the app, to stay in touch with his friends.
Yeah, but he not trying to be no local celebrity. He not trying to put his life on blast.
But like, if you're truly adamant about but for my brother, if you're truly adamant, about not having your stuff out there, just simply cancel it. Just can't just shut your
Who,
Facebook.
your brother?
My brother, yeah. But anyway, telling my friend about being addicted to his social media, and it's like, now I think to myself, am I addicted to social media? It's like, I'm on Twitter. I check Twitter status every single day. I go on my Instagram.
All right, I think you're asking the wrong question. I don't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry. I don't think you should ask yourself if you're addicted to it, because I think that's too subjective of a question. I think you should be asking yourself, do you use it for advantageous purposes? Does it have a place in your life that helps you? Or is it hurting you in some way? Is it somewhat a detriment in some way?
As they say, is it serving you? Is it serving you or not serving you? Is it serving you or are you serving it?
There you go. It's my nigga right there.
It's
my do-rag.
The Twitter is informative because I do follow some sports cappers, and then the Instagram stuff, that's also informative too. Where I follow people in the space of Japanese stuff and ramen stuff. So I pick up on oh wow, this is a cool restaurant. I need to get. I want to go to. And speaking of which, I really need to work on my itinerary. So I'm just kind of really nail down my time out there and trying to get as much done as I can.
I mean, you're on vacation, dog. Don't do too much. The chief is having a good time. You know what I mean? So, but
I'm gonna be smiling ear to ear, dude. Just being able to walk around the streets of Tokyo. No, I'm already winning, yo. Just being there and just knowing even more shit than I knew before. And there's so many informative spots where especially for ramen, where I could go and reach out to, because there's all these American posters up there, out there.
Yo, you didn't mention the bad things about the social media for you. You only mentioned the good shit.
Bad things, the skins, man. The not safe for work content, yo. Sometimes I stand in a certain corner so that way doctors don't creep up behind me, or physicians don't creep up behind me while I'm just looking at some me. You heard.
Nigga, you think you slick. They know what you doing, bro. They know what you doing standing there with that rock hard on you. In the fucking corner.
That phone in your hand, with
that phone in your hand, getting all sweaty with your eyes all fucking tweaked out. They know what you doing.
It's like, yo, my man's in the corner, bricked out. Just looking on his phone, dog.
I'll be certain
he bricked up. Nigga strapped.
And you wear scrubs, bro. You drawing, dog.
Putting the headphones sometimes.
He's drawing.
Yeah. No. I have basketball shirts underneath it though. I have
that's why.
Underneath it, so
hey, listen, y'all listening at home.
Padding.
Y'all ever wonder why grown men will wear basketball shorts under their pants? Now you know. They got dirty minds. All right, so do the good outweigh the bad, man?
Nah. Let me ask you a question. Do you wear underwear under your basketball shorts?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'm about to say because Nah, I just had to verify, because if he didn't, man,
they just heavy draws.
He a complete savage, man. Because basketball shorts be drawing, dog. Satin underwear. I mean, basketball. I mean, the right type of shorts aren't really too far off of.
No, them draws feel good.
I didn't know.
Exactly.
Honestly, I didn't know gray sweatpants were a thing. I'm like, what? Really? I never thought that way. It's like how we look at Spanx and like, bam, like, girls looking like wearing these like yoga pants and they got the camel toes sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I
But
mean.
no,
You giving
it'll
up
be
that
about
moose knuckle? That's
no,
what they
no.
call it. Do you know what I mean? For men, it's called a moose knuckle.
The moose knuckle, yeah, and the gray Nikes, and the gray, yeah, the moose knuckle. I'm like, yo, okay, but man, girls don't be like eyeing that shit anyway.
You
Most
know
of
what
the
I mean?
time,
Yes,
they
they
don't
do.
go out their way to look at
Or,
the moose knuckle.
They
you know
don't
what I
got
mean?
to. It's presenting itself.
You know what I
That's
mean?
what it's there for.
Or in the case of Hennessy Marie, you know what I mean? Got the elephant trunk. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Niggas out here surviving Hennessy out here. You know what I mean? Yo, that is crazy, yo. That is crazy. That is crazy. That's wild.
I
But
can't find that many articles, so it don't seem like it was
I
that many
can't.
survivors.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a
there's
couple niggas,
I think
couple
all
niggas
that leak.
lost
Also,
to the
I think
game.
the leaks were like, I think the leaks were like, were squashed by the victims, because the victims
The
were
victims?
the victims.
You calling these niggas victims now?
Victims, dog.
Well, the whole
Damn,
story
dog.
of Hennessy Marie was like she exposed a lot of verified influencers,
Okay. You
and
got any? How many? Who?
no, I just heard it, but no, I just heard from like DJ Ack on a different podcast platform. He was talking about that. I'm like,
All right.
yeah, but
Her album coming out soon. That's all good. We gonna know all the skinny.
Al Man
she-
OnlyFans.
We gonna know all of it.
But all right. So yeah, but you're saying like the detrimental part of social media. I guess that is part of it there though, just the addicted thing. But I remember, man, we were talking about this shit earlier. Rome, if fucking motherfuckers was you know what I mean? Like even with this shit, we was looking at this like Kyrie Kanye shit. I look at a couple videos. Next thing you know,
Yeah,
that's
these
all
niggas
I'm
got
getting.
they
Niggas
got
trying
you
to radical.
the whole
Yeah,
activist rabbit hole, bro.
my nigga, dog.
Black Jerusalem, right?
My whole feed, dog, is just all
Yeah.
fucking Black Israelite, dog.
Yeah,
I'm like,
all
yo, this
Black
is crazy.
Jerusalem.
Israelites. Dude,
Hey, listen.
there's two black Israelites posted at my gym every single night.
They make
Every
niggas
single
look,
night.
they make white man lick their boots.
Yo,
Do they
you
wear
saw it?
armor?
Did I watch that video with you with the boot kiss video?
Yeah,
Where
yeah. You probably watched it with me.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild. That video though doesn't exist anymore though. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, you can't find that shit?
Nah, I can't find it. Shit was on YouTube. They had it on YouTube. That shit happened right there on fucking right downtown. And that shit happened. And I guess, man, the powers that be saw that shit and they was like, nah, no, you can't be, nah.
My favorite thing,
This
niggas be
can't
like,
stand.
niggas be like, yeah. So where you from, brother? Oh, that's because the white man never told. All right, so where you grew up at? 52nd Street. All right, so that mean you from the tribe of Israel. that mean you from the tribe of Zebulun.
You had a conversation with them before?
Nah, I just study their materials.
Nah,
Of course I've had a conversation.
I used to have a
conversation, man.
Because
They fucking target me, bro. They love a nigga like me.
Nah, I used to see the one boy all the time because
Them
back
niggas
when we
used to be up at Broad and Aoni, bro, heavy.
nigga when niggas used to have to catch the 61 to work, I used to ride with a motherfucker every other weekend. He would be talking that shit the whole ride up to go to work.
Oh, how about this?
A 40-minute
Nigga
bus ride with a nigga trying to tell you Israelite. Like,
A
damn,
nigga
dog.
hit me on my way to work 2 days ago. He asked me for a light. I clearly had a light because I was smoking. Gave him a light. He looked at my hat. I had an Eagles hat on. He had an Eagles hat on. He was like, he pointed at his hat, was like, oh shit. Okay. And then I pointed at my hat and I was like, yeah, you see it. And then he was like, yeah, see, a lot of brothers don't peep the knowledge. I see you got the green here. I got the green there. You got the gray there. I got the gray there. Start pointing at the shoes. You got the black there. I got the black there. What's your name, brother? I was like, I fucked that up. My bad. He was like, I'm whatever. Yeah, a lot of brothers don't peep the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because 9 is actually the highest number because it all resets itself at the beginning. Because if you think about it, 10 is just one other 0. I was like, bro, I don't believe in none of that shit. He was like, what's your sign? I was like, I don't believe in that either. He was like, oh, all right. And then he just stood there for a second and then kind of just like backed away, like nervously, like Homer Simpson into the fucking bushes and shit.
Damn, dog. You try to shoot a shot. You just like, you know what I mean? He ain't had no other play. You know what I mean?
but he was speaking foolishly. I mean, like, what are you talking about? You talking about math and you talking about knowledge? What are we in school?
Nigga talking about math, the stars and shit
For
like that,
real,
dog.
First,
nigga.
Nah.
horoscope?
He was
Like,
trying to hit on a lot of different angles,
yo,
dog.
He was like, I'm
in
a
math
Gemini.
class with a freaking newspaper. You know what I mean? Come on, horoscopes,
He was
math,
talking about colors and
knowledge.
shit. Like, what's up,
Come on,
man?
gray, and green.
Yeah, he was
He's
on
like,
some
I
other
got
shit.
damn, dog. He was
Fucking newspaper in math
Yeah.
class. Get out of here, man. Like,
Shout out to Jamar the Gemini out there and shit.
that's why. That's why I count my lucky stars. Like, I get to ride into work, man. The only thing I have to worry about is motorists. I got my headphones in. Yeah, I just beeline it, man. No one's gonna pull up beside me and stop me and start preaching. It's like, hey, yellow brother, what's going on? I see you got your glasses on.
You got your bike.
I see you pedaling now. Yeah, man. No, we gotta take it back to the old country. Like
right.
Vietnam. They like to ride their bikes too, but the roads not paved. They be riding a bike on dirt roads, and sometimes the bikes be flat. Like,
so let me ask you this question though. But that's the thing, like, so among like the old heads, like, you know what I mean, of like, you know what I mean, your country, like, is it like, is there some of that where it's kind of like,
bro,
man,
he's from South Philly, nigga. Why you asking shit like that, bro?
Because, man, it's always old heads that's like, yo, man, don't forget where you're from. You know what I mean?
Ask him how his shit is, and ask him about his country. That nigga from fucking North America, bro. Like, I'm just saying, man.
Like,
he asked about his country. He's from fucking United States,
man. You know what I'm talking about, man.
I know what you're trying to say, but like,
you know what I mean,
you're talking about like. You talking about first generation, like Asian grandfathers, stuff like that, man. Asian Americans and Asian people as a whole in this country, man, they tend to keep to themselves. Rarely do you ever get an affable Asian person that approach you. But you know what? I got you. So I was at the comic book store, right? And they got this. So they're playing this chubby Asian guy. They're premiering Street Fighter. The developer is a chubby Asian guy. This white woman came in with her family, right? Just waiting on the near side. Sees the video of the chubby Asian guy, right? And sees me behind the counter, right? Talking to the fellas back there. And she pointed at me. He's like, "That's you." Comparing me to the fat Japanese guy,
crazy.
Like that's you.
Yo, white people do not even have to think before they speak. They could just come out and say some wild shit, and then that shit just flies, bro.
I looked at him, and I looked at the woman, and I looked at the screen, and I looked back at him. I looked back at the homie. I'm like, yo, this really happening? and I looked at her. I was like, are you serious? Is that not you? She was on it. She was still on it. I'm like, yo.
What is
I have a picture here.
You should have just looked at her and been like, bitch.
No, I'm like, whatever. Like, that's ridiculous. I was flabbergasted.
Like, damn, bitch, you recognize, dog. I worked so hard to lose all this weight. Damn, thank you. Nah, shit.
My head's still fat and big, so so you can never tell if I lost weight in that anyway. So that doesn't change a damn thing. But
I mean, and then like later on that night,
later on that night,
they like a nigga with a big head.
What?
The women like a nigga with a big head. It's statistically proven. That's why they take care of babies. They got that maternal instinct.
That's news, dog.
No, I'm serious.
I guess I have to shave my face every day then.
Dog.
But they can't see how big my head is because
they can see that shit coming from a mile away. Nigga. Get out of here. Set me up for that, man. Come on.
My nigga rocking a fitted size 8.5. You know what I mean? Out here drawing, dog.
Oh yeah. Oh hey.
But look though. Look, I was at work.
7/8. It's 7 and 7/8.
Damn, that's the biggest size. So look, I was at work, right? And the HR dude was on the fucking elevator, and he was going up, and I was like waiting for the elevator, but I was going down. So he got on the elevator. He saw me. He was like, "Did you ever find your ID card?" I looked at that nigga like, "What?" I looked at the girl next to me, and looked at him again, and ain't say a word. He was like, "Jonathan." And then the elevator door just shut. And I heard the boy in the elevator saying, that's
That's hilarious. That's
and nigga, I was like, that's the HR boy? That's the nigga who gonna fight for my rights?
nah.
He was pretty adamant. No,
He was very
if he knew your
fucking
name.
adamant.
Imagine if he knew your name.
Jesus Christ.
Romeo. Did you get your ID, Romeo?
Where
Imagine
where
if he
are
knew
the
your name.
where are
Romeo,
the
where for
ID?
art thou, Romeo?
Where for art their ID, Romeo?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
I was very offended though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hurt my feelings, dog. Because
Nah,
like that
Well,
nigga
I
don't
get-
even look like me, bro. That nigga don't even look like me, bro.
Listen. I get it at work all the time.
that's
Like
That nigga don't got no beard or nothing, though, bro.
nah.
I get it at work all the time though, because I'm one of two Asian guys at work.
So
there.
it's just
We're
you.
both different
And
sizes.
they just pick whatever name and just call it. Y'all both Frank.
They'll call me like
Hey yo,
P, but I'm deep low. I'm like yo, I'm like a foot. I'm like
That's
roughly like
crazy.
6 inches taller than P. Why are you
That's
calling me
crazy.
P?
That's
I'm the one
wow.
rocking glasses. It happens all the fucking time, all
That's
the time.
crazy.
Because we like the only two, like we like the tokens. We're like the tokens there.
nah.
You know,
I saw a meme where somebody said like, "Yo, motherfuckers watch Game of Thrones and they can pronounce the Daenerys Targaryen, dog. They can pronounce your motherfucking name, dog.
Nigga, they can pronounce and remember it, but they won't.
They'll
They'll learn that nigga name after the first episode they see him. They'll be like,
remembering. It just differentiating.
they'll be like, "Oh, you talking about Jon Snow's second cousin's older brother? Oh, I know who he is." Nah, man. Fuck, I've been working here for a year and a half, nigga.
Nigga, you see me every day. We look each other in the eyes. You know what I mean? So, that should be drawn. That shit happens to me at work and shit. Niggas be confusing me with 21. I'm like, dog, me and this nigga couldn't look any more different. What the fuck you talking about?
That nigga brown. That nigga brown, bro.
Exactly.
That nigga a whole different color than you.
That's mad frustrating too.
That nigga don't even got no hair, bro.
Like what?
He taller than
like what?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he got no hair.
yeah, he's taller than me too. I'm like,
his facial hair different, everything different.
yeah,
about that
I was like, bro, like we couldn't look any more different. I mean, when I first started working there, motherfuckers like, yo, you got your brother here? I'm like, nigga, do we look alike, dog? Like, damn, dog. I'm like, yo, that kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. Like the first week, I was like, damn, dog. I know you said it was real out here. I knew we was in Trump country, but damn, I didn't know it was like this, my G. But shit, nah, yeah. So nah, man, nah. You know what? You're right, man. Fuck these niggas, man.
For real, fuck them. But that's the crazy part, man. It's these brothers that's confusing me with my other coworker. So
I think they just fucking with you. He said it earlier.
They ain't fucking with me. They adamant. They adamant about it.
It's like, nah, nigga, you definitely
they
him,
truly
bro.
believe they speaking.
Absolutely him, bro.
Nah, you gotta call them on that. Like, come on,
you gotta
dog.
You really do gotta call him on that.
You gotta call them on that because honestly, call one of them somebody else's name. Be like, yo,
all the time.
Listen.
It happens all the time. It happens with management. It happens with my boss. My boss like, you must be P, right? I'm like, no, I'm fucking deep.
Nah, hold on, hang tight.
I'm not P, I'm deep, asshole.
Hold on, how much P getting paid? Because yeah, you know what I mean. P get paid more than
P get me and P got paid roughly the same.
Oh, okay, nah, fuck all that.
We're getting paid. We're getting paid exactly. We got brought in the same time, so we get paid the same. We got the same titles. We're getting paid the same. So,
so that's why you're gonna say
it's just the fact that both of us. Yeah, exactly, exactly. We came in like it's annoying, mad annoying. God.
Oh, it's come full circle. Remember back when we used to work at the restaurant, Romeo, and niggas used to call you and Chisel frickin' frack?
Yeah, definitely.
Niggas ain't know your name. They would just call y'all frickin' frack.
I mean, to be honest with you, that popped into my mind about 3 times throughout this conversation, but I ain't really want to talk about it. I really didn't want to talk about it because I've been there, man. That hurt.
It's just desserts. The person that coined the name frickin' frack, that motherfucker lost a leg. So
don't laugh at man.
Hobbling around.
Don't laugh at mans. Don't laugh at mans.
Nah, man.
Yo, shout out, yo,
let the mans them live, man. Let the mans them live, man. I'm happy the mans them alive. Not. No, I think he might still be alive. Actually,
I think he's still alive.
All right, cool.
He bought the business.
I seen Dylan.
You did?
Whatever. Yeah, it's cool. We talk about it some other time. Whatever. But
at random.
I hope Mans is still alive. I hope Mans is good.
I want the mans them to be good. The mans them, man. He was a little rough around the edges, but he was alright. He was alright.
I mean, listen, man. Mans, you smoke cigars indoor. You a certain kind of nigga, man. I give it to him, man. Mans them was not that bad. Mans them was not that bad. Mans them ain't never give me no racist vibes. Mans them had a black wife.
Yeah. He like his coffee dark.
Yeah, Mans them never gave me racist vibes.
Well, you look at his kids.
Ultimately, that's what we talking. I know, right? Ultimately, that's what we talking about right here. You know, so like niggas could be rough around the edges. Niggas could be a little bit of asshole and shit, but nah, man, you can't be racist out here, man. Fuck that, bro.
You can't, especially now.
Nah.
Oh, speaking of which, y'all got any racist people y'all want to put on blast? Shout them out. Shout them out. First, last names, emails, all that. Addresses. I got anybody?
Damn. Nah, I'm put them niggas on it. Nah, damn, that's the wrong thing to say. Oof. I was about to say I'm put them niggas on a t-shirt, but I don't want that to get misconstrued. I don't want that to get misconstrued. I don't want that to get misconstrued. Nah, dog.
Nah, man.
We was just talking about Chicago,
Puerto Rico again. Hey, I'm trying to stay out of Puerto Rico, man. I'm saying I'm trying to no Rican in me. I'm saying.
I don't know no Richards. I don't know Ricardo.
Yeah, fuck that. Oh, I'm a poor man. I am a pobre. I am not a Rico. Oh no.
Oh man.
Anyway, so I got a little thing I was gonna do, but everybody kind of like glazing right now. Everybody on their shit. Yeah, everybody glazing right now. But I was going hose and bros it up right now. Y'all trying to hose and bros it up?
Well, we got 6 minutes to this feed run, so I mean, we could fit it within the 6.
Yeah, no, hose and bros is 6 minutes. It's a 6 minute ordeal. Hose and
go ahead.
You know how hose and bros work, right? Diep?
Go ahead. You start it off. Now I'll pick it up.
You know how it works?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Doug Peterson. All right, you don't know how it works.
Nah, bro. I'm gonna say bro.
You gonna say bro?
Bro. Nah, he with the shits. I mean, he was always part of the solution. He was never really a part of the problem. You know what I mean? And when shit got to be a little bit too much of a problem, he decided to leave. And once he decided to leave, he didn't
have a choice to leave. I thought he got canned.
He got fired.
Yeah.
Okay.
He got fired, my G.
For some reason,
they did. Remember Greg Laurie did that long ass fucking press conference where he talked for 40 minutes about nothing at all, and then said that he really wants to give the job to Deuce, but he's not. And then he said he basically said that Doug deserved to keep his job. But yeah, that was the day after he fired the nigga in the middle of the day.
Yeah, man, we fired that nigga. He deserved to keep his job, but yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean,
and I love Deuce like a son, but he ain't finna get it.
No.
But I mean,
it's just like I watch the league. I watch the NBA. You got all these black coaches. You know, not complain about that. And then you got, but it's a constant struggle with the NFL. It's a huge issue. They'll never change
black coaches?
Black coaches, yeah.
Yeah.
Case in point. Though they got rid of Frank Wright, and then immediately you get a white offensive lineman that only coached high school football. No, that was
he was a center in the league for Peyton Manning.
Yeah, but he was a TV analyst.
But he was a center in the league for Peyton Manning, though. Maybe he's a leader and he has a very wide-ranging experience and he has a certain amount of acumen that comes with being a center. And
you're giving him way too much credit.
I didn't give credit, man.
Oh, hello?
I don't know saying like Ursay just bypassed the
Process?
process of them having to interview the Rooney
like,
Rule.
fuck it, we'll give up the picks. Fuck it. Fuck it. They was like, fuck that shit. We give up the picks. We know who we want.
Man, that's crazy too. Like we about to get the Saints picks this season too.
Yeah,
and the Saints, man, they suck.
Yeah, yeah, we lucked up because I mean, I think with the Saints, with that loss that they took last week, I think that gave us we had the number 6 pick in the draft. So we got the 6th pick and we get our pick.
If you ask me, I think that the reason that the NFL, and I mean this is just conjecture mainly, but I think I'm trying to deduce some shit. I think that the NFL is not progressive with the coaching hires because the ownership is like mainly families and old money. I think that in the NBA, the ownership is like groups, the ownership groups. Plus, on top of that, like the NBA got a stronger union too. So you combine that with like you got ownership groups who are typically a little bit more progressive in their thinking because the ownership groups they actually be like foreigners in them groups too. But and then like obviously their union is like they actually stand up and go to meetings and vote and shit and make decisions. And these football players, these niggas just smoke weed and get on podcasts and beat their wives.
So with all that said, is Doug Peterson a bro or a hoe?
Oh, for me,
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I call him. I mean, if he didn't get fired, but I only seen him like his last I wasn't watching football when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, so like I didn't see him at his best. So I mean, I thought he was kind of a hoe. He was being a hoe like near the end. He was kind of being a hoe, like all that. But then I realized his hands was tied to a very fair extent because Howie was in control of a lot of that shit, and like the roster construction wasn't his decision, and playing Carson like so much and so late wasn't his decision.
Yeah,
so, because then I found out how much of a hoe Carson was being. So I'm gonna go. He gonna edge it out with bro for me.
I mean, the fact that he left and we pause. But yeah, nah. I mean, the fact that he left, he got fired, and where we at right now. I guess I mean he's a proxy.
It was for the best.
So yeah,
it was for the best.
Well, yeah, hell yeah, it's definitely for the best for us. I mean, for him too, better situation for him. So
all right, how about this,
Doc Rivers, bro?
He's a hoe. He's a hoe.
You see that nigga Twitter, dog?
Yeah. Speaking of Hennessy. We was just talking about that too, Tretch. We talking about the dual accounts for Twitter,
Yeah, I mean, surviving Hennessy, man. Shit, that's why he been bent over at the end of games, man. That's just
when you get it.
That's why he walked like that. That's why he walked like that.
When you get it so easy, man, you just get bored, and next you know, man, you want some. You just want something that's heftier.
Yeah,
it doesn't add up, man.
Hey, man, you want something? You want something extra, man? You know what I mean? So,
you want something a lot extra, man. I just don't understand how athletes just evolve to that. I mean, like I heard that it's very predominant. It's prevalent in football players amongst football.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, Cannon.
Yeah, you were saying Dieplo was
Dieplo had the dip because Dieplo is about to make the censors mad. He's about to implicate a lot of guys in the NFL with chasing.
Word.
Chasing waves out here. Say these niggas is actually surfers and shit like that, man.
I mean, hey, listen, you want to chase waves, you could chase your waves, man. Do-rags do what do-rags do, man.
Exactly.
So I was just reading about.
Oh yeah, hold on. I got a bro hole for you.
Okay.
And this might not lead into what you about to go into.
Oh, it don't matter.
Adam Silver, bro ho.
Oh man, that's crazy because it just changed this week, didn't it? Yeah, it just changed this week. Yeah, So you trying to? All right, we about to get canceled right now because if I have to speak on this shit, uh, I think he's a hoe because I think all of that shit that Shannon Sharp was saying about like how come he got to do a million things to appease the Jewish community just to get his motherfucking just to get the dogs off of him, and like I think that that's kind of unfair because a lot of other people um they can do what they want, but because this man happened to be targeted by the owner of the basketball team, and then like I think that they was basically like they was Koot and Kente that nigga. That's what they did, and it is like the same shit that they do to a bunch of these celebrities, where it'd be like, oh yeah, no matter how rich and famous you are, no matter how much power you think you have, you still black. You still got to fit within this system. You still have to exist on our means, and you'll never have absolute freedom from this society that you live in and that you serve, nigga.
Yeah, and I felt like, and I agree with you, man. Because my thing is, all right, anytime any player does some shit and they fuck up and they get suspended, like let's just say like Deshaun Watson, right? Just to put him out there, unrelated situation, unrelated
Go ahead.
situation. But all right,
If he did it, I wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah,
him.
but my thing is, all right. So he's suspended for these games, but it's not like he has to actually do any charity for any women's groups. He doesn't have to actually sit in with like any women's rights groups. He doesn't have to actually give some money to actual particular groups for women to buy, you know what I mean, abuse women and shit like that. So my thing is like, yo, all my nigga did is just actually post
a link to a video that's hosted on Amazon.
And he didn't qualify anything about that. He just posted the video. I mean,
Right.
which I mean, for him, I don't know whether he watched it or not. I mean, maybe he probably saw a clip of it and was like, "Oh yeah, I fuck with this clip," and probably posted the whole video. And then then he posted that shit, and the nigga actually was like, "Yo, man, you might not want to post that whole John." You know what I mean? But either way, it's kind of a thing to where it's just like,
well, I'm gonna be. I'm sorry.
This is an Instagram.
I can't defend him. I can't defend him for the posting of the video simply because he took the opportunity. He had the opportunity to defend himself and took the opportunity to defend himself and did not use the opportunity to defend himself. So I'm not going to defend him when it comes to the posting of the video.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
I dig you. But I dig you.
But my thing is just like all he did is post a video. So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's not like he said you need to go watch this. He didn't give it a flying endorsement, but you know, like he didn't necessarily help himself with his explanation of it all. But either way, he just posted a video. He didn't necessarily like endorse or you know what I mean, like you know what I mean, prescribe or promote any of the ideas that were in there. Essentially, I feel like he just saw the title and liked it, and just posted it. You know what I mean? So that was just that. But I mean, apparently that title. All right, I'm not even go there, but either way, I mean,
it was basically saying that the movie says that the Holocaust never happened.
I mean, well, I mean, there's a lot of people that beg to differ that. You know what I mean? So
indeed, and they have a vested interest in making sure that it goes down in history as it is what it is, and they definitely don't want nobody, you know.
No, I mean,
opposing that,
and I've heard their point of view to where it's just like, listen, dog, the times that we in right now are pretty similar to the times where we were when that shit happened. You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Like it's just a little too close for comfort, and we just don't really want that type of attention at that time. And I can see that, but my thing is like, you know, your reaction to this, all you're really doing is reconfirming everybody's suspicions, and you know what I mean, everything like that. Like like in a way that you don't even realize that you're actually playing into that same hand that you're trying to actually avoid and shit like that. Like I was just watching some shit from Jordan Peterson. I'll send it to you, but he was saying the thing about like you know it's like one thing about like you know minority. He wasn't necessarily speaking for himself, but he was just saying in general, you know, minorities and you know minority groups in a sense are like annoying in a sense, just you know by sheer virtue of being minorities. But the thing that makes them easy about them being minority is that they're oppressed and they're out of the way, so you don't have to worry about them. But just imagine having a minority group that's actually like, you know, well-to-do, more successful, and has access and has more power to things that you don't like. Then at which point, you know what I mean, it makes it easier to hate them and shit like that. So you know what I mean? So
and I mean, even if you go back in the Bible, you go to the times of of like Egypt or whatever. Fucking Joseph came to Egypt as a slave, sold by his brothers, and then God blessed that man until he ran Egypt. And then in Egypt, Israel was pretty much on the fucking throne, but they wasn't. They was on everything except the throne. But then it came to the time where you got Moses' time where the Egyptians was like, yo, it's more of us than it is of these niggas. Let's just kill them. So even besides the Holocaust, they got a bunch of shit that they scared of. Like they just like, yo, as soon as niggas start identifying us, as soon as niggas start counting us, as soon as niggas start looking at us, that's when the shit start. That's how they feel.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see that thing of just not wanting to be on the radar, but on the same tip, you know what I mean? Why you put niggas on the radar trying to make example of niggas publicly like this? You know what I mean?
Hey man, let me
So
stop you right there, Tretch. We ain't trying to lose everything, bro.
I'm not trying.
Why you who you asking that question to? Who you expect to answer that question, bro?
I don't know. I'm just asking, man. My thing is like, man, we supposed to be constructive here, man.
Yeah,
you
but
don't
we
you
not
can't.
supposed to we goyim, dog. We not constructive. They don't want to construct with us, bro.
Yeah, I guess. That's the issue.
You
I
ever hear
think.
one of these old Hebrew you ever hear one of these old like Hebrew teachers speak or anything like that about niggas, man? Like niggas
Well, I digress. But
no, but listen, but
yeah.
listen. This is the thing. That's how it is. Like they talk about any non-Jew that way. You know, we all Gentiles at the end of the day, so it is what it is. But I love the Jews. I stand by the Jews. I stick with the Jews. I am a Jew.
Well, yeah, you actually are actually. But I think I'm like 13th, but which makes me part, you know what I mean? But nah, yeah, but either way, I mean, I just don't like that. There's more constructive ways to go about these things. Um,
As far as the Kyrie thing,
yeah,
I
I feel
mean,
like there's more constructive ways to go about this. I feel like that's the thing. I feel like they made a bigger mountain out of a molehill, and if anything, it just amplified the issue way more than it necessarily needed to be. Quite honestly, you know what I mean. So, and
well, the thing,
it gave a lot more attention to something that probably didn't,
well, the
which
thing about the
arguably
funny,
doesn't deserve this much attention. You know what I mean?
the irony is that they didn't want to present themselves as a monolith, but that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, that's the weird thing. So that's what makes that really tough. So I mean that's the unfortunate nature of this thing, and it's just funny. I was gonna send you a text earlier. I was looking at was it Prince's album Controversy, and if you look at like the front cover of the album, that shit came out in what like 81, 82, and like it had like a lot of headlines. Which are a lot of the same headlines we talk about these days, and realize that man, shit don't change, man. Shit was from 30 years ago, and you know what I mean. Niggas still arguing about the same dumb shit. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. It is what it is.
It's funny because I was about to say, well, I mean, shit, since biblical times, said nothing new under the sun, and then the first thing I see is "Love Thy Neighbor" on this Prince album cover. Do you believe in God? No, is that God or good? I don't know,
Yeah.
but either way, man, it's not like the times they don't change very much, but they just get more controversial and confusing and the devil be skewing shit and fucking shit up. And like that's where I'm at right now because like with this entertainment shit, I think so I was talking about the niggas killing each other. And then I was also talking about Michael Jackson faking his death. And then I was also talking about the clones, whoever they are, the Chris Browns, the Dave Chappelles, it's a bunch of them now. They all out there. But like putting that all together, it's like the deception and the smoke screen, right? Like niggas is going to war right now. You just told me right now, like niggas is actually having big major fucking shit going on. Like niggas is attacking NATO countries now. Like so niggas is directly involved. So I mean, but Kanye is still going to lead the news cycle, and on my feed, Kyrie's still leading the news cycle. And if fucking KD decide to tie his shoe tomorrow, he gonna lead the news cycle tomorrow.
Untie his.
Yeah. So fucking, I think it really just comes down to the deception. Like they just want us all fucking in the smoke screen type of shit. They, who's they? I say the devil. Let's just make it simple. But the devil just wants us in the smoke screen and shit and caring about all this bullshit. But at the same time, like what else is there to it? I'm sure there's some more significance.
I mean, it may be an opening in the market.
I mean, I feel like
this might be the time to slide through and buy a bunch of shit, because you know what I mean, or it may be a time to kind of, you know what I mean. I don't know. There's something else at work right now that we just aren't privy to, that we're being distracted from right now. You know what I mean? So even this shit could probably even be a distraction and shit like that. You know what I mean? So this fake beef between blacks and Jews, you know what I mean, it's just a smoke screen to cover up some real shit that's popping off that niggas won't be privy to a couple years from now.
I could find you 30 books and fucking documentaries and essays where it say if you keep the blacks and Jews fighting amongst each other, or sorry, keep the niggers and Jews fighting amongst each other, then you can basically just let them kill each other and have your own goddamn peace. So fuck it. I mean, that's what niggas. That's been the agenda since day one, has it not? Like fucking, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that's true. But I mean that's the thing. I mean, but that's just keeping. I don't know. I guess what they say, like, if you let your enemies kill one another, you know what I mean. So you could just go in and
you can go in and reap the spoils.
Exactly. So that's that there. So I don't know, man. So it may be something to this this white supremacy shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe us and our Jewish brothers need to band together right now.
I mean, I've always admired how Jews take care of their people, man. I bring that shit up numerous times on this John, but at the same time,
Tretch and Romeo.
I feel like black people, we sell our people. Like look at a rap game. A whole bunch of drug dealers funding that shit, using that shit as fucking money laundering fucking situation, and then glorifying drugs, glorifying violence, gang culture, beating our women down, turning our bitches into hoes. I was happy with them just being bitches. Now they hoes.
But that's the thing. But then you get a nigga that come out here and that's anti that, and y'all hate that nigga. Remember how niggas started hating on Ja Rule? Ja Rule started making love music and love songs, and what happened? They started tearing Ja Rule down. Ja Rule had the highest charting song talking about "Baby Put It On Me." You know what I mean? Every thug needs a lady. You know what I mean?
We didn't tear Ja Rule down for that. We just clowned him because he didn't hold his own in the beef, man.
I know, but that's half the reason he lost the beef, though, because everybody got tired of that. You know what I mean? So but then it's funny because he lost the beef by a nigga that went and did the same shit that he was doing. So
yeah, I mean, I don't think that, man. Come on, bro. Look at Drake.
I mean, even that too, nigga. Well, that's the thing, but Drake stood the test of time because Drake was like, "Listen, bro, y'all not gonna beat this. Y'all can't touch this."
Yeah, for real. He beat the gangster nigga too. Like, if you think about it, like the singing nigga took back that victory.
Yeah, I mean, he said you getting bodied by a singing nigga. So
yeah, that's crazy.
But that's the thing. But he's part of that real royalty. He's like, nigga, my family made funk music, nigga.
Hey, yo, it's funny that this comes up. Plus, Drake is the amalgamation of blacks and Jews coming together.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And look what happens.
None of his niggas went to jail.
He had a couple homies, but then that's the funny thing. Yeah, Baca. So, but that's his bodyguard. So that works in a certain sense. But that's funny. He got a.
But your bodyguard is supposed to do that. Like your nigga, you supposed to have a nigga in the crew that take the charge.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
That tossed the hands.
He got both. He got one of his homies is a cop, and the other homie is a goon. Got the best of both worlds going on.
That's what happened when you're a black Jew out here, bro. I'm telling you.
Got the best of both worlds, man. So
damn. So I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just
best of both worlds. Look at that.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's the real best of both worlds.
I saw somebody get an interview talking about they was R. Kelly cellmate, and they were saying R. Kelly couldn't read, so they read him all they mail and shit. They read him all his mail and shit. And like because of that, they knew like mad intimate details about the trial and shit. So, like,
Yeah.
all these niggas just clout chasing like a motherfucker, bro. It's wow. And it's like, I'm not even gonna blame a young boy for coming out and being a rapper after that. I'm not gonna blame him for that because now he got a big connection, he got a big end. But what I would blame him for is going around and revealing intimate details of niggas' cases.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but that's the thing. But is it anything that we probably didn't hear or would expect or anything like that?
Well,
Or?
no, it's probably all public knowledge, honestly.
Yeah.
So you're probably right. It ain't a big deal.
I mean, I guess.
I just couldn't be like. I saw a Joakim Noah interview on fucking JJ Redick, and it's Joakim Noah on D Rose's prime. It's like, come on, bro. How you gonna have me on your show to talk about another nigga, bro? Go get that other nigga, bro. Like, that's crazy. What kind of fucking stepping stone am I? Sitting here talking about another nigga for 30 minutes on your fucking podcast. Like, so yeah, I don't know. I'm just that nigga. I can't do that, bro.
It's a little tough though, because I mean, them niggas came up together. So I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's like saying like you do an interview with Dennis Rodman, who's interesting enough in itself, but I mean, nigga played with Michael Jordan, man. How was it playing with Jordan those years? You know what I mean? Like,
all right, well, listen, if you do an interview with Dominique Wilkins, you gonna ask that nigga about Jordan 30 minutes?
30 minutes? Maybe not for 30 minutes. But that's the thing. Dominique and Jordan didn't really play together. I mean, they competed.
No, it was that dunk contest.
Yeah, dunk contest.
Jordan beat him in the dunk contest.
I mean, I would probably ask him about the dunk contest. I mean, I would keep it there.
I wouldn't even ask him about the dunk contest, man.
You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't know. It's a pivotal moment. I mean, people want to know about it. I mean, maybe not now. Enough people probably never heard about it, but shit. If you did an interview with somebody and they ask you how annoying is it working with me,
I'll be like, man, don't ask me about no other nigga, man. I ain't clocking that nigga. I ain't no pocket watcher, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I don't know that nigga.
He on his own shit. I be on my own shit.
So, but
sometimes
I mean,
we be on our own shit together, but that's it, nigga.
Shit, that's funny. Nah, I don't know. I guess it's different. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's the thing. I got no problem going other places and bigging up my brothers. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I will go places and big up my brothers, but I will not be sitting on an interview chair talking about how I read R. Kelly paperwork for 30 minutes.
Oh well, that's another story.
And I got an album out.
I'm talking about the D Rose situation, but R. Kelly paperwork. But that's the thing. If that's your claim to fame, I mean, that's unfortunate for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you just gotta wear that. You just gotta rock that.
That's not the coattail you want to ride in on, man. That's not the. You know what I mean? I'd hope not, but hey, get how you live, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, hey, well, listen, you got some hope. You got some hope for the people.
I got some hope.
Yeah, I mean, we've been a little dark. We've been a little.
I mean, of course, I got.
I'm trying power.
I mean, of course, I got hope, man. Honestly, I don't let this shit get us down. I feel like, I mean, I feel like, a lot of times, what's going on in the media and shit like that, we highlight a lot of bullshit, but despite all that type of shit, man, niggas is actually doing pretty well, man. This generation of young black people are actually doing pretty well. Niggas actually getting educated. Niggas getting self-aware. Niggas getting they fucking mental health together. Niggas getting their bread together. Niggas getting their families together. So don't let the media narrative and the, you know what I mean, the predominant narrative that they're trying to say about people fucking overshadow, like, you know what I mean, the success and the gains that niggas actually making in their life. You know what I mean? So, and don't let that shit overshadow what you're doing in your life. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So like, don't let somebody tell you what you can't be or what you are or what you won't be just because they saw some shit on TV that wasn't even real anyway. You know what I mean? So I understand, like, the media, the messaging, and the hip hop and all that shit like that, but it's more to life than that. Man, yeah, you know what I mean. So you know what I mean. So that's the thing. I mean, but the headlines. I mean, listen, the media is the ultimate clout chasers. You know what I mean. So you know what I mean. So at the end of the day, you know what I mean.
All they do is sit up there and talk about other niggas, man.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the big thing, and just that, like they're
you see how we say acting like they ain't us. Go ahead.
I mean, but we are the media. I mean, so I mean, I'm fine with that. I'll wear that. But at the end of the day, I'm more constructive. I mean, you know, if anything, we're poking fun and having fun at a lot of things. But you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm not above pointing out the absurdity of of a lot of this dumb shit. You know what I mean? And you know, what I mean, like some of it is more perpetuated or more self-perpetuated just based on the sense that you know people feel like they have to do things to get attention and shit like that when you don't necessarily really have to do that. You know what I mean? You just got to be you and be the best you and put your best foot forward, man. And as long as you keep doing that, you're gonna be all right. But as long as you keep trying to actually appeal to like you know the lowest common denominator, you know what I mean, and not trying to actually elevate to it in a sense, and you know not try to actually elevate, I don't know, people's consciousness, or very better at your own consciousness, and you're not really trying to challenge yourself, then you know what I mean. You can't complain with the results. You know what I mean? That's really what it is. So, but that's that. That's that.
All right. Bro or hoe, Suge Knight.
Bro, ho.
Yeah.
I mean, the bro made a hoe out of himself. I will say that. So, I felt like with Suge Knight, I mean, essentially the idea that he had, essentially, it's like it's the dream, right? You come up, you know what I mean, by hook or crook, you get your shit, you build your shit, you make your shit, and you don't let nobody run your shit or take your shit. But then again, I felt like he fell victim, you know what I mean, to trying to clout chase. He wanted to impress these niggas, you know what I mean? Wanted to be hard and had to live up to a name, had to live up to some shit that he didn't necessarily really need to have to. And then, you know what I mean, having to live by that reputation, you know what I mean? He became slave to that reputation. And look what he did to his life. You know what I mean, look what he did to the lives of other people around him. Look what he did to his success and his future and shit like that. You know what I mean? That nigga could be Dr. Dre right now.
Damn.
You know, like
Damn.
he could be Diddy right now. He could probably be doing better right now. That nigga could be Jay-Z right now. Like he could be fucking Jay Prince right now. But look where he at.
Black people and Jews coming together. Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine. Yep. Suge Knight could have been a fucking Prince. So, damn. All right. Joe Biden.
Joe Biden, bro, a hoe.
Yeah.
Well, he's a politician, so all politicians are hoes.
There we go. There we go. Thought you was gonna go left on me there. Thought you was gonna be like, well, shit. I mean, if not, then it's the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Lesser of two evils. And all that shit.
No, listen, dog. I'm the man. Fuck a lesser of two evils, man. What worked for me? And either way, I got to figure it out. So no matter who's president, I got to figure out how to make their policies work for me. So niggas cutting taxes. All right, cool. Where I'm getting my tax break. Niggas giving out. You know what I mean? Niggas giving out. You know what I mean? Loan refunds or some shit like that. Where I'm getting mine. So don't let any particular ideology keep you from getting what you need to do to get what you need to do for your family. You need to actually make advantage and take advantage of all the shit that's actually available to you. So whether these niggas left, right, center, up, down, whatever, dog. If it's an opportunity for you to get ahead and to get yours and do better for yours and your family, take advantage of that shit. You know what I mean?
Damn, I would hate to segue this way, dog. First off, I agree with everything you're saying, and it's so good. I don't even want to fucking stop it. Like, I want you to just keep going and shit. That's why I keep asking you open-ended questions. I appreciate it. I wanted to go and talk about like this helpline shit because I wanted to like kind of dispel some of the myths about the helpline. So I was actually going like I was literally going to segue and be like, okay, so I want to teach y'all niggas how to take advantage of this 988 situation or make advantage of it. And basically, like with this helpline shit, like it's not just if you on some I want to kill myself type of shit. It's really just for people who it's a crisis line. Like if you're going through any type of crisis, like you could be having a panic attack, you could be dealing with fucking grief, you know, somebody just close to you just died and you don't know how to deal with your emotions. You could be overwhelmed by emotions from a loved one, you know, or a relationship partner or a spouse or something. And you just need somebody to talk to about it. Like it's literally just a crisis line. Like, and also no cops is showing up to your house. Like if you fucking act like you need cops to show up to your house and you ask, yes, they will send
They
them.
probably will. They probably will.
Yeah, if you no, like I said, if you
or they'll at least put in a call for you.
if
know
you
what I mean?
indicate that you are a danger to yourself, yes, niggas might send that shit. But they'll be talking to you. They'll be asking you questions. You'll know, motherfucker. You'll know what you be revealing. You'll know the kind of attention you need at the time. But yeah, that's one of the other things. And then the other thing is, if you do call one of these joints and niggas do show up on some bang bang bang, no, don't be expecting yourself to be on some, oh, now I'm gonna get charged money. I might end up being $3,000 in debt because I called this line and they called the fucking joint and they asked for my ID and now I got a big ass bill.
Nah,
That
that's
is
not how
not
that
a
works.
thing. That
That's
is
not how that
not a
works.
thing.
That's not how that works. If
That
that
is not a
happens,
thing.
if that happens, you called the wrong number.
Right. That
And
is not a thing. That is not a thing. So, yeah, I just wanted to take some time to dispel some of the myths about these things. These hotlines are here for people. You know what I'm saying? These are a public service. They the same thing as like the police or the fire station or a library or some shit like that. So, you know what I'm saying? We need to use them shits if we need them, if we in a position. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, friends is good. Like, I'd rather talk to my niggas.
nah,
But
but if you got a
if my niggas ain't
professional,
around,
you got
yeah,
it is. It never hurts to get a professional involved, man.
exactly.
I remember like a while back, I was talking to somebody about like like seeing if therapists in mental health, and he's like, "Man, how do you feel about that shit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it makes sense." He was like, "Really, man? You think it's not some bullshit?" So I was like, "I mean, listen, you go to a doctor
Hey,
if
well,
you
check it
got some
out
shit
though.
going with you. You know what I mean?" So
let me
like,
let me clarify this. These is crisis counselors.
yeah. I mean, but these guys are trained. They're trained.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
These
trained.
is crisis. These
I
is
mean,
niggas who done dealt with some shit that you
yeah,
probably, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. I
Probably
mean,
couldn't even deal with.
they're trained, and the thing is, they're willing, they're open, they're ready, man. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
compared to, let's say, like you said, like a friend or a family member, they may have some shit that's going on in their mind. You know what I mean? They may actually be going through some shit, so they may not necessarily be able to give you their undivided attention at that time. You know what I
Right,
mean? But at least
right.
you got
Because they
somebody
going
that's
through it too. But this
yeah,
person is dedicated to it, you know? This is a professional who's dedicated to it, who been through it, who been through shit and seen some shit. Like I said, they on some crisis counselor shit. You probably never know type of things people tell them, you know? So you ain't alone. You ain't alone. This motherfuckers want to talk to you. This motherfuckers on the other end waiting to talk to your ass. Could you imagine that, right?
it's funny you said that. The way you said that reminded me of the junk. It's a bunch of hard ass niggas right here ready to talk some shit right now, nigga.
Oh my god, yeah, that shit. The
Yo,
hotline to get the talking shit hotline
but
or whatever.
they actually they redid it though. They actually brought everybody back for the John.
Are you
They got a
serious?
part two, yeah, years later and shit. Yo, I gotta send you the John actually. So
That's stupid. Hey, yo, how about I had an argument with Tone, about 3 month long argument with this nigga about Kratos being black, right? I looked it up. Guess who do the voice for Kratos, yo?
who?
Fucking Kyle from Living Single.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Kyle Barker ass nigga.
Wow.
Yeah, so Kratos black. I knew that shit. There's another nigga that do the voice too, but he black too, so it don't matter.
Yeah, man. That's just funny how you got the one ball from damn, he's in everything. The one black old head, he does all the voicing for everything too. Damn, I'm trying to figure out what. Yeah, he was a well, he was in the show Greenleaf, but he was in a bunch of other shit. But he plays all the old heads and all the shit, all the black old heads and shit. He's like the second most utilized black old head outside of Morgan Freeman.
The boy
But
from Tales from the Hood.
yeah. Oh, you saw that John, the new John? The
No,
second
I
one.
ain't see it. I was just
Uh
guessing.
nah, they had a second Tales from the Hood, but they actually did another Tales from the Hood actually. Um
For real.
yeah, they did one more recently. That this one was like super based though. Super based. You know what I mean? Well,
Oh, was it like campy?
nah, it wasn't campy. The first one was about like this one girl, she had like she was talking about having like her own personal polywog. But like it was funny because like a lot of the story it was based on like shit that happened. Like they took this controversial shit in social media, but they actually made like short films out of it, and they kind of stitch it all together. So if I can find it, it's worth a watch, especially like nowadays with this shit. The last show was actually kind of real though, because it was not to be too much of a spoiler alert, but pretty much it was one dude. He was a politician, and essentially he was endorsing this one candidate, and he was just like, "Yo, man, you can't be fucking with this guy, man. He's denying our history." So it ends up going to some shit to where he travels in the past, and he sees like Emmett Till, and Emmett Till decides not to die or put his life on the line. So then like he comes back to the future. Well, where that shit didn't happen, so like segregation and all that shit was still going on. like, like his wife started turning on him. He had a white wife and shit like that. Like, it was real, dog. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So that's a funny watch, man. That's a funny watch, man. But
Damn, that's crazy.
But speaking of another watch though, I actually saw Black Panther this weekend. Actually, the second
Wakanda
jump.
Forever.
Yeah, Wakanda Forever.
It was fire. Or?
Running review. Yeah, I liked it, man. I liked it. Granted, man, that shit was definitely tugged on a lot of heartstrings, man.
Oh,
a lot of heartstrings.
What,
I mean,
homie?
Not even just that. I mean, that too. I mean, they did a really good. Like, they didn't belabor the point that he wasn't there, but they did a really good job of actually like sending him off in the movie. I mean, but they did it early. Spoiler alert. But the whole story isn't based around that. It's just kind of just based around, you know, and it's a valid question. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when somebody really important and crucial to your family and your family unit and shit like that goes, you know, what do you do with that? You know what I mean? How do you move forward? How do you carry on? You know what I mean? When the family's base, you know what I mean, the position of strength is gone. You know what I mean? So
everybody got to step up, and we got to see who stepped the highest, and that's that nigga now.
Yeah, so and that's so that's what that's about. But then, you know, there's a lot of things with family, and you know what I mean, just bonds and partnerships and understanding.
You feeling
and shit
that
like
shit? It got you in your grown man shit, huh? Got you in your grown man feelings.
So yes and no. I mean, honestly, it's just the importance of just community, man, and you know what I mean. You having the positive motivation for doing things rather than just kind of just like, you know, acting on emotion, ego, and anger and all that shit like that. You know what I mean? So
why do you think they gave niggas that, yo?
Why they gave niggas that?
Yeah. Why they give us that?
I mean, you know, two parts aspirational, but hey, man, maybe that's the idea, though. I mean, maybe that's the subtle oop, man. You know what I mean? Maybe you remember we were talking about earlier, man, when Chameleonaire, you know what I mean, when 50 went up to Chameleonaire, was like, listen, dog, I came at you because, man, listen, you could have been 3 times bigger if you would have just came back at me.
All you had to do is just say something about me.
You know what I mean? So maybe, man, maybe, you know what I mean? Our brethren, man, they just like, yo, listen, dog. You know what I mean? We gotta, you know what I mean, still sharpen shit, start sharpen steel, you know what I mean? You see where it could be. So you know what I mean? So let's see if we can get it there. You know what I mean?
So the Jews used for Wakanda Forever to give us a oop to start a revolution together. Oh shit. Yo, we out here, bro. This is the best movie. I gotta go see this shit, bro.
No, but this shit gets real because this shit kind of ties into like this particular movie ties into like Mexican culture, like Mesoamerican culture and all that shit like that.
Oh, we getting all of our brothers in it.
Yeah, so yeah, dog.
Yo, we down with the white man, bro. Down with the white man. We out here, nigga. This is crazy. Man. I never knew it was gonna wrap around like this because I was gonna ask. I was gonna be like, so do you think Wakanda Forever is a distraction in the same way that Kanye is a distraction, or the same way that I would hate to say that Takeoff dying is a distraction because that's the whole nigga life.
Yeah, that's I don't think that's because honestly I felt like that.
You think that's an honest mistake?
That came because that came and went and that shit was bad. Because I mean, like, not to say that niggas ain't talking about it now, but I feel like the general hurt among people right now it's just so real that it wasn't anything that got played up. I feel like certain things happen, they get played up, and it's just, but this shit kind of was like.
Well, I mean, let's be fair, man. We're not really in the culture like that. We don't know how much it has been or hasn't been played up.
Yeah, but we're culture adjacent. I mean, that's the thing. Certain niggas, I mean,
niggas in the culture don't say culture adjacent, bro.
I mean, put it this way. Honestly, like
street niggas don't say culture adjacent.
I mean, they say it in a different way. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I ain't really in these streets, but you know what I mean? I got my ear to the street, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like I said, niggas trying to elevate out here. But Durag's trying to elevate out here. Nah, so I was gonna say that I don't know. I don't see this up and down my YouTube feed like this Kyrie and this, you know what I mean? This Kyrie and Kanye shit. I don't
That's
see this
true.
takeoff shit, you know what I mean,
That's
coming
true.
out like that. And
That's
and the
true.
thing is, the conversation that's really supposed to come about this shit is essentially violence in the community and the shit like that. That shit ain't happening right now because
The gun
that
control
yeah
situation.
like, I mean like that over a dice game for real. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How much is the principle worth, right? How much is your respect worth? You know what I mean? But that's another episode, man.
Well, no, his homie, you know what I'm saying? It was his homie hit him. He got hit up by his own nigga.
Exactly.
Accident.
Exactly. I mean, accident, but in the defense of
Accident. Schmacident.
in the defense of, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I read the story. I mean, either way, it wasn't like that happened because another thing happened. You know what I mean? And not to get into detail of that because that's that bullshit. You know what I mean? So, but that's
Hey,
the
man.
conversation that we're not having.
We was going for a while, man. We gave him a real good episode back, man. So let's spend this last minute, man, just like fucking being real intentional about saying goodbye. You know?
Yeah, man. Well, that said, man, life is way too short out here, man. So if you love your peoples, man, and you appreciate them, and there's something you want to say to them, man, say that shit as soon as possible, man. And you know what I mean? Don't dither, man, because you know what I mean. This, you know what I mean, we like air out here, man. We're like fucking vapor, dog, and this shit can go any moment, man. So that's why I just don't take this shit for granted, man. Don't take these moments for granted. Don't take these people for granted. Don't take these opportunities for granted, and make the most of this shit, man. Because niggas will try to take it from you. It can be taken from you. So make sure you hold this shit dear. So
yeah, man. I echo everything that man said. I was so wrapped up. I was about to text my niggas, bro. Like, yeah, bro. It's like